Hi guys, this is the review packet and how you could go through and make sure that you feel comfortable for the test that we will have on Thursday. Remember, on Friday you need to bring your computer because we are doing STAR testing. All right, so very first problem. This will be extra credit on the test. And if you don't know it, I will give it to you, but you don't get the extra credit. So the quadratic formula, x is equal to negative b plus or minus the square root b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. You can write that down on your paper. Just raise your hand when you have it. Come up and see me, or I'll raise your hand and I'll come and give you the point, 1 point extra credit. If you need it, I'll write it down for you. All right. We're going to take a look at some of these words, plug them in. To blank, a radical expression is to completely make sure there are no perfect squares of the number at the end. So to simplify. So you need to know these words, okay? So simplify. To solve a quadratic equation using the blank method, find the values of a, b, and c, plug them into the formula. So this is quadratic formula. So far we've used those. Blank, the symbol used to indicate the operation is taking the square root of the number, radical. Okay, to solve the quadratic equation using the blank method, add b over 2 squared to both sides, and then factor the left side and the square to both sides. So complete the square. And then by logic, it should be radicand for that. The number under the radical is called the radicand. So make sure you know those, plug those in. I know on the last test, we didn't worry about it, but on this one, we'll take care of it. All right, so they want us to factor these, okay? So this is the quick method because I have an x value out front, that is, there's a 1 in front of there, okay? So what two numbers multiply to give me 21, add to give me 10, that would be 7 and 3. Solve both, so I get x equals -7, x equals -3. This one could be done the quick way as well. Make sure you watch your signs. You know you're going to have one positive, one negative. So the factors of 16 that add to 6 are 1 and 16, 2 and 8, and 4 and 4. So which of those, one being positive, one being negative, would give us that -6, and that would be a -8 and a +2. Solve those, so x equals 2, x equals 8. Oops, I'm not sure what happened there. Kind of got goofy, but just moving it up. All right, this one, because we only have two terms separated by subtraction, they're both perfect squares because x times x is x squared, and 6 times 6 is 36. Make sure you have alternating signs. Set them equal to 0 and solve. So -6 and +6. This one, what two numbers multiply to give me 100 and add to give me -20? So both signs have to be negative. Factors over 100 are 1 and 100, 2 and 50, 4 and 25, 5 and 20, and 10 and 10. So I think both -10s would add up to -20. So our answers are x equals 10 and x equals 10. Okay, make sure you're taking notes. If you are doing this just by copying my stuff down, that means you don't know it. Try it and then watch the video to make sure you know you do well. All right, so for these, we want to take the square root in order to get there. So I'm going to add 28 to both sides. That's going to give me 32. Root, don't forget the plus minus. And let's break down root 32, which breaks down to 16 times 2. Perfect square is 16, so plus minus 4 root 2 is my answer. This one I'm going to add 7 to both sides first. Okay, 7 plus 128 is 135. And then 135 divided by 3 is 45, so x squared equals 45. Root, don't forget the plus minus. And root 45 breaks down to 9 and 5, so square root of 9 is 3. So 3 root 5, but don't forget that plus minus. Okay, number 9, I'm going to subtract 5 from both sides. So 32 minus 5 is 27. Root, don't forget the plus minus. 27 is going to break down to 9 times 3, which is going to give me 3 root 3. Don't forget the plus minus. I guess I forgot number 7. Divide each side by -2 first. So 196 divided by 2 is 98. And it's positive because of negative divided by negative. Root. And so don't forget the plus minus. So root 98 is 49 times 2. Square root of 49 is 7. So plus or minus 7 root 2. Number 8, I'm going to subtract 5 from both sides first. So that's going to give me 16. Root. Don't forget the plus minus. X minus 2 equals plus or minus 4 because the square root of 16 is 4. Add 2 to both sides. And then go 2 plus 4 is 6. And 2 minus 4 is -2. So there's my 2 answers. Number 10, we're going to divide both sides by 4 first. So 64 divided by 4 is 16. Root, don't forget the plus minus. Square root of 16 is 4. Cool. Now we're going to complete the square. So first step on completing the square, I'm going to subtract 23 from both sides first. I left the space. Set a set of parentheses up. X, and then you have a minus. Half of 10 is 5. 5 squared is 25. So add 25 to both sides. So I get 2. Root, don't forget the plus minus. X minus 5 equals plus or minus root 2. Add 5 to both sides. So 5 plus or minus root 2. That's how you leave it. Number 12, add 31 to both sides. Leave the space. In parentheses. This minus sign comes down. Half of 2 is 1. 1 squared is positive 1. So add 1 to both sides. Root, don't forget the plus minus. So root 32 is going to break down to 16 times 2. So square root of 16 is 4. So plus or minus 4 root 2. Add 1 to both sides. And there's your 2 answers. 1 plus 4 root 2 and 1 minus 4 root 2. Number 13, let's add the 2 to the other side. Leave the space. Set your parentheses up. X, this sign has to come down. Half of 4 is 2. 2 squared is 4, so add 4 to both sides. Root. X minus 2 equals plus or minus root 6. Add 2 to both sides. There's our answer. Number 14, move the 7 over. So add 7 to both sides, leave the space, set up your parentheses. This middle sign comes down. Half of 18 is 9. 9 squared is 81. Add 81 to both sides. So I get 88. Root. Don't forget the plus minus. X plus 9. Root 88 is going to break down to 8 times. Oh, no, let's not do that. Let's see. 88 divided by. So 4 times 22. Square root of 4 is 2. So plus or minus 2 root 22. Subtract 9 from both sides. And there's your answer. All right, so remember, x is equal to negative b plus or minus the square root b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So my a value is 3, my b value is 1, my c value is negative 2. X equals negative 1 plus or minus 1 squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. All right, so I get, that's going to give me 1 squared is 1. Negative 4 times 3 is negative 12. Negative 12 times negative 2 is positive 24. So that's going to give me root 25 over 6. Square root of 25 is 5. So do the math. Negative 1 plus 5 is 4. 4 over 6 reduces to 2 over 3. So there's one answer. 1 minus 5 is negative 6. Negative 6 over 6 is negative 1. There's my 2 answers. Okay, I'm going to erase this so I have more room to do on the other side, okay? That should be enough room. All right, so number 16, my A value is 7, my B value is 4, my C value is -3. So x equals -b plus or minus the square root, b squared minus 4ac, all divided by 2a. So x equals -4 plus or minus, let's see, that's going to give me 16. -4 times 7 is -28. And -28 times -3 is +84. So we're going to get plus 84. Add 16 and 84 together, so I get 100 over 14. 2 times 7 is 14. Square root of 100 is 10. So -4 plus 10 is 6. So I get 6 over 14, which reduces to 3 over 7. There's one answer. -4 minus 10 is -14. -14 over -14 is equal to -1. There's my other answer. Again, ask me if you have questions about this stuff, okay? Number 17, my A value is 5, my B value is 4, my C value is -10. So x is equal to -b plus or minus the square root, b squared minus 4ac, all divided by 2a. Do the math. So I get -4 plus or minus 4 squared is 16. What else we got? That's -20, because that's a 5, right? So -20 times -10. That's going to be +200 over 10. So I'm going to lead over here and then I'll erase it. So I get -4 plus or minus 216 over 10. Let's break 216 down by using our perfect squares. They are on the board. So 216 divided by 100 won't work. 121 doesn't, 144 doesn't work. 81 does not work. Let's divide by 64, see if that works. Nope. 216 divided by 49, see if that works. Nope, that doesn't work. 216 divided by 36. Yeah, that works. So 36 times 6. Again, use a calculator. Don't sit there and do it in your head. Square root of 36 is 6, so I get 6 root 6. So I get -4 plus or minus 6 root 6 all over 10. And then we can reduce it. Let's see. It looks like 2 goes in everything. 2 goes in there twice. There 3 times. There 5 times. So my answer is -2 plus or minus 3 root 6 all over 5, and that's what x is equal to. There's our answer. Okay, I have to erase so because I don't have enough room. So let's erase here. And again, if you're doing these on your own and then double checking my work, that means you're trying to learn it. If you're just copying down what I have, that means you don't know it. And you have to learn how to play school a little bit better. A equals 4, B equals 7, C. Oh, wait, on this one, what do we have to do? It's equal to 7, isn't it? So I'm going to subtract 7 from both sides first. So this, if I subtract 7 from both sides, I'm going to wind up with this equals 0. And then my A value is 4, my B value is 7, my C value is 2. If you don't do this, your answer is not going to be right. So x is equal to -b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac, all divided by 2a. Okay, so 7 squared is 49, right? And -4 times 4 is -16. -16 times 2 is -32. So 49 minus 32 is going to give me 17. So x equals -7 plus or minus square root 17 over 8. This will not break down. That is your answer. You're now going to have some multiple choice. Nice thing is A, B, or C, A, B, C, or D is one of your answers. So what is half of 16? 8. What's 8 squared? +64. So the answer has to be C. Okay. If we have the following for the quadratic, we want A, B, C, and D. Notice it's equal to 11, so I'm going to subtract 11 from both sides. So that's going to give me a -5. So my A value is 3, my B value is -7, and my C value is -5. So which one does that match up to? -7, -5. It looks like letter B is our answer. Which expression can't be factored? Well, this can be factored to x plus 4x minus 4. This can factor to 2x plus 10, 2x minus 10. This can factor to x plus 2 and x plus 1. And this one will not factor. Okay? Now we want to find the perfect square. So remember, we're going to go x, half of the middle term, bring that sign down, squared. So x minus 7 quantity squared. So it's right there. And then if we want to simplify 108 all the way, we're going to go 108 divided by our perfect square. So I don't know, let's go maybe divided by 64. That doesn't work. 108 divided by 49. That doesn't work. 108 divided by 36 comes out to 3. So this actually comes out to 36 times 3. Square root of 36 is 6, so I get 6 root 3, which is answer D. Okay, don't know why that came down. All right. So factor this. That's x times x is x squared. 5 times 5 is 25. One has positive, one has negative. So I'm going to subtract 5 from both sides and add 5 to both sides. There's my two answers. 24b, I want to use a quadratic formula. Ooh, so our a value is 1. Our b value, is there just a single x term there? No, it's got to be 0. And our c value is negative 25. So x is equal to negative b plus or minus square root b squared minus 4ac all divided by 2a. So x is equal to 0 plus or minus. This is going to give me 0. Negative 4 times 1 is negative 4. Negative 4 times 25 is positive 100 over 2. So square root of 100 is what? It's 10, isn't it? So plus or minus 10 over 2. 10 over 2 reduces to 5, so plus or minus 5. Don't forget the plus minus on that one. Taking the square roots, if I add 25 to both sides, I get this. Root, don't forget the plus minus. X equals plus or minus square root of 25 is 5. That's all done. Number 25, let's see if we're going to factor it. X and X, we can do it the faster way. One's positive, or they're both negative, right? Because negative times negative, you get that last term has to be positive. So the factors of 20 are 1 and 20, 2 and 10. 2 and 10 are going to work. 2 and 10, set those equal to 0, so x equals positive 2, x equals positive 10. Use the quadratic formula on this one. Our a value is 1, our b value is negative 12, and our c value is 20. So x is equal to negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. All right, negative 12 is going to be 12, positive 12. Negative 12 squared is 144. Negative 4 times 1 is negative 4. Negative 4 times 20 is negative 80, all divided by 2. So 144 minus 80, it's going to give me 64. So x equals 12 plus or minus root 64 over 2. Square root of 64 is 8. Do the math. 12 plus 8 is 20. 20 over 2 equals 10. 12 minus 8 is 4. 4 over 2 is 2. So my answers are 10 and 2. And we want to complete the square on this one. Okay, so let's move the 20 over by subtracting it. Leave the space. Okay, bring this sign down. Half of 12 is 6. 6 squared is 36. So add 36 to both sides. So negative 20 plus 36 is 16. Root, don't forget the plus minus. X minus 6 is equal to plus or minus 4. Add 6 to both sides. And then let's do the math. 6 plus 4 is equal to 10. 6 minus 4 is equal to 2. That is your entire review, my friends. So make sure you know how to do it. My video is available. Watch the video. If you want a blank paper for this to try on your own as well, and then use the video to go back, we can do that. So on Thursday, we will have our test. You can get an extra credit if you have the quadratic formula memorized. If you don't, I will give it to you. You don't get the extra credit that way. Okay? Have a nice day, everybody. Take care.